What's up, everybody? It's Bree here, and welcome to Vinyasa Wave. Today is a Power Pilates flow, so we're going to be moving breath and movement. I will be using props today. I have one block and a set of dumbbells. As always, if you don't have it, don't worry. We are going to start on our back. Knees will be bent, hands on our belly today. We're going to connect to the breath right away. So grab what you need, water, a towel maybe, any props you're using, and I will meet you when you're ready. All right, if you have everything you need, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start on our backs. So lay all the way down, knees are bent, feet are flat. And we're actually gonna do both hands on our ribs this time. So find that space where your ribs start to separate. You can go ahead and put your fingertips right in there and then just let your palms fall right over the ribs. We're gonna try to connect to our breath. We really wanna get that lateral breath. That's your Pilates breath. So ribs expand out towards the side. Try not to breathe into the belly. So here we go, big inhale. Press your ribs into your palms, expand your fingertips away from each other. And then on the exhale, you're gonna condense it all the way in. You're gonna squeeze your ribs, try to get really small underneath your hands, your palms and your fingertips, and then start connecting the core, squeezing the belly. Again, inhale. Exhale, condense the core, squeeze the ribs. Good. Again, inhale. I always think of it as like you're trying to blow a balloon up. You know, I have to push really hard. You have to squeeze your belly. Try to do that. Squeeze ribs in. Exhale, squeeze the belly. And then inhale. Good, and then now we're gonna start to connect the pelvic floor. So when you exhale, so let's do an inhale first, expand the ribs. When you exhale here, do exactly what you were just doing. Blow up your imaginary balloon, squeeze the ribs, squeeze the core, but now start pulling up that pelvic floor. Activate that low belly. And then again, inhale, breathe big. Exhale one more time, squeeze. And soften. Excellent. So now every time you exhale, you want to activate that core. That's what your exhale should be. And then when you inhale, ribs are expanding, belly goes soft, okay? That's how we get the most out of this workout whenever you're doing Pilates, okay? All right, let's go ahead and begin. We're gonna start by doing a little knee rock. So just take your feet a little bit wider than your mat. Arms can come down by the sides, and then just a slow rock side to side, connecting the breath, working your way up the spine, warming up the body before we transition into some rapid fire movements. Good job. One more each way. And then slowly come back to center. Good. We're going to go ahead and put those feet on the mat. Knees are bent, arms up and over your head. Take an inhale here. Exhale, squeeze your belly just like we practice. Lift the hips up, find that glute bridge. Push palms down in towards the floor. Chin is off the chest, squeezing those glutes. And then inhale, release. Bring it all the way down towards the floor, reaching arms up and over the head. Exhale, lift again. Try to activate that pelvic floor, squeezing the core. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift. Last one, inhale. Exhale, lift. Beautiful. Go ahead and slowly lower your hips all the way down. If you have your block or something you're using in place of the block, go ahead and grab it now. We're gonna bring our knees into tabletop position. Arms are gonna come out towards the side. Make sure your knees are not stacked over your belly. Pull them away so they're stacked over the hips so your spine and pelvis is in a neutral space. Arms out towards the side. Squeeze that block as hard as you possibly can. Take an inhale here. Squeeze that block as hard as you can. And then on your next inhale, drop just a few inches to the right. So we're not trying to go for depth here. You're not trying to get into the low back. Just drop it so that left glute comes off the floor. Exhale, return back to center. Inhale, drop. Exhale, return back to center. Good. Again, inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Using that breath, finding the connection to that deep core, that pelvic floor every time you exhale. Good job. One more each way. And then we'll meet back in the center. Pause when you get there. Take that block. We're going to put it in between the ankles. We're going to go for straight legs now. So arms can come out towards the side for balance, or they can stay down by your hips, whichever was comfortable. Make sure shoulders are rolled back and down and chin is off of your chest. Squeeze the block tight. Here we go. Inhale, drop a few inches. Kind of go at a diagonal, not directly out from the hip. Go at a diagonal. Exhale to center. Inhale over to the left. And then exhale back to center. Keep going, your breath and your pace. Inhale, reach. Exhale back. Good, keep going. Inhale, exhale. Think about that bottom leg pushing into the block to return you back to center instead of having that low back pull you back. One more each way, right and left. Beautiful job. Pause when you get back into the center. Keep that block in between your ankles. We're gonna bend our knees into tabletop position. From here, we're gonna do a little leg press. We're gonna make like a really big bicycle. So press your legs straight out at a 45, then lift them back up to where they began and begin again. Find that tabletop position, extend them. Inhale, big lift, bend the knees, extend, and around. Keep going. Keep it nice and slow. Try not to pick up too much pace where you're not breaking up the movement. I need it just a little bit slower so you can feel each shape. Keep going. Extend. You should feel that core. Maybe the hip flexors are starting to fire up. Good. One more. And then we're going to reverse that direction. Pause when you reach the top. Now we drop down, 45. Bend the knees in tabletop. Kick them up towards the sky and then lower back down. Keep going. Pull them in. Lift it up. Drop it down. Pull it in. Big kick. Last one. Finish strong. Pull it in. Tabletop. And then extend. Beautiful. Go ahead and reach for that block. You can rock your knees side to side. Just soften that belly. Taking a full breath in here. And a full breath out. Excellent job. We're gonna come back, bring those feet back into center. We're gonna go for a roll over. So we're gonna get that low belly. So you can do straight legs, or if you need a little support, that block or pillows what you're using, you can start here in a tabletop position and take your feet over. But I'm gonna show you the spicy option first. So legs are nice and straight, palms are pressing down. This is the key here. I need full connection between all 10 fingers and your palms and the floor. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, send legs up and over your head as high as you can go. Once you reach your maximum point, open up the legs just a little bit, and the goal here is how slow you can roll down. So it's not necessarily how high you can get or how far you can get your toes over your head, but how slow you can control the momentum on the way down. Good. Again, take it up and over as high as you can. Even if it's here, I still want it slow and controlled. Keep going, whatever variation you're in. I'm gonna show you the supportive option. You can put that block underneath your hips, start in a tabletop position, and just lift up and off that block and then slowly roll down. You can even give yourself a little push to get up there and then slowly roll down. We have two more, whatever variation you're in. Take it up and over, straddle the legs, slightly, and then slowly resist it on the way down. Good, bring those feet back to 45 and then initiate the last one. Up and over as high as you can, and then nice and slow and controlled. Beautiful. When your hips meet the floor or the block, bend your knees, bring your feet down. Go ahead and remove that block if you have it. And then from there, we're just gonna come up to our forearms. So forearms are straight behind you. My knees are still bent. Tilt that pelvis forward, puff that chest up, chin is off your chest. We're gonna float those feet. You're in tabletop position. On the inhale, extend those legs. Exhale, back into tabletop position. Inhale, keep going. Try to avoid collapsing when you extend those legs out. Keep the chest tall. If you need to, just do one leg at a time. Inhale out, exhale back in. Good for 4. We hold it out on that last one. 3, 2, and hold. Stay here. Slow swims, really slow. One leg up, one leg down, or sorry, crisscross. One leg up, one leg down. Nice and slow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Bend those knees, feet come flat. If you need to, rock those knees side to side if the hip flexors are starting to dominate. We got one more variation, and then we're going to sit up nice and tall. Good, we're gonna come back to center. Keep the chest puffed up again, palms pressed down. You're gonna do heels to the other toes wide. So you're in a froggy position. Extend it out. Inhale, bring it in. Good, extend and pull. Extend and pull. Keep everything externally rotated if possible. Just the heels are glued together, not the toes. Keep them wide. 4, almost there. 3, good. 2, last one, extend and bring it in. Excellent job. Rock those knees side to side. We're gonna lay back down. We're gonna go for our roll up. So legs are gonna go long. Reach your arms up and over the head. If you're ready for your dumbbells, you can throw them in now. Start with your arms at your shoulders. Legs are long, hips are in a neutral space. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, begin your roll up. Chin towards your chest, roll up, peel off that spine, dive towards those toes, keep that spine nice and rounded. And then inhale, sit up nice and tall. We do it again, roll down. Tuck that tailbone, one piece at a time. Keep reaching hands long, arms up and over the head. Good. Exhale, roll it up. Dive it forward. Good. Lift the chest up. Roll it down. We have 2 more. We're gonna meet at the top. Exhale, begin that roll up. Try not to swing those arms up. Use your strength. Lift, and then roll. Good. Tuck that tailbone, tuck, 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 tuck. Arms up and over that head. And last one, we're gonna meet in that seated position. So finish the roll up first, reach forward, and then sit up nice and tall. We're gonna bring those dumbbells to our heart. If you have, make sure you're sitting on your butt bones. Sometimes you need to move the glutes out of the way. We're gonna exhale, rotate towards the left. When you get there, extend the arms out towards the side, fly. Bring it back to center, and then face neutral. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, reach. Bring it back to center, and then come back to neutral. Begin again. Make sure you rotate first. Extend the arms, bring it back to center, and then all the way over to the other side. Just take a slight pause. When you come back to neutral, just align that spine, and then you can go off to the other side. Big reach of those arms, bring it back to center, and then over to the other side. Give me 2 more each side, and back. Try to keep those legs nice and straight. Try not to shimmy them as you turn. Let the movement come from the top half of your body, not from those hips. Good, last one. And bring it back to center. Excellent job. Go ahead and put those dumbbells down. Big reach of those arms up and over the head. And then exhale, forward fold. Good. Maybe stretch out the back of those legs. Take a full breath in. Big exhale. Good job. Slowly walk those hands up. Lift your chest up. Swing your legs around. You're in tabletop position, hands and knees. Make sure knees are stacked underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Just a nice little cat-cow here. Explore the space, explore the body. Exhale, you're rounding. Inhale, you're unwinding. Exhale, round. Inhale, unwind. Beautiful. One more. And back to center. Good. We're going to go right up to our down dog. So tuck those toes, send those hips all the way up, and just bicycle out those feet in the back of the legs here. Taking a full breath in and out. Great job. Hold those heels. Press them down. Don't worry if they're touching. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Get long here in the back of the body. Inhale, come forward. Find your plank position. Good. You can adjust the length if you need. Slowly squeeze in the glutes. Drop your hips to a hover. Don't let them actually touch the floor. Open up the heart. Exhale back to plank. And then go back to your down dog. Again, inhale forward, plank. Drop the hips slowly. Squeeze the glutes. Open up the heart. Come back to plank. And then back to center, or back to down dog. Good, we're just gonna do plank to pike now. So inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Keep the hips high. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. One more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Good job. Come down to tabletop position and then take your knees wide. Big toes touch. You can take your hands behind you, roll out those wrists, soften the shoulders because we're going to go back to our high plank. Taking a full breath in here, full breath out. Excellent job. Let's go up to that high plank. So hands down, send your feet back. Your heels are lifted. Squeeze the glutes, inner thighs are squeezing. From here, left knee to left elbow, like a little mountain climber. On your exhale, step this left foot behind you. You're in a side plank. Left arm floats. Take this left elbow to your right knee. Take it back to your plank, left knee, left elbow. So you're doing a half mountain climber, and then you're tapping elbow to knee. Keep going. Bring it back to plank, elbow to knee. Keep moving. You got it. Crunch. 3. Almost there. 2. One more. We go straight into a forearm plank. Finish this last one. Elbow to knee. Take it back. Tap. Roll back to your plank first and then drop down forearm plank right away. From here, hold it. Tap right toe off the right side of the mat. Meet back in the center. We're building up the spice now. Left toes off. Bring it to center. Keep puffing through those shoulder blades. Keep going. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. Find your child's pose. Take a rest. Take a full breath in. Fire. Feel that heat that's creating in the body right now. Feel your heart rate start to pick up. One more breath. And then we go back to that high plank. We go for that half mountain climber into that side plank. Okay, you know where we're going. So right knee towards your right elbow, come on the outside of the body. Step it to the left. Right elbow, left knee. Bring it back to that plank position. Pull it in, back in. Pull, you got it. If you need to modify or do a supportive option at any point, you can drop a knee if you need. Pull it in. 3, almost there, almost there. 2, and 1. Right into that forearm plank, drop it down. Hold it here. Find the alignment first, and then we jog. Right knee down, left knee, right, left. Keep going. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Child's pose. Push it all the way back. Remember, if you take your hands behind you, it'll help soften the shoulders. You can roll out the wrists, but you're taking a full breath in here and a full breath out. Really expand those ribs. Big exhale. Beautiful. Let's push up to our down dog. So hands down, send those feet back, and then just bicycle out those feet. Good. Slowly start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Whew, my shoulders are already on fire. Once you get to that forward fold, just pause here and then slowly roll up that spine. Nice and slow. When you reach the top, sweep those arms up and over. Exhale, arms go wide. Inhale, reach. And arms down. All right, we go for our standing series. So grab those dumbbells if you're ready. If you are not using dumbbells, don't even worry. But we're gonna practice some unilateral work. So if you're using the dumbbell, it just goes in the right hand. If you're not using the dumbbell, just the right hand is up, left hand is on your hip. I'm gonna start at the top of my mat, but you can start anywhere you'd like. Start by here. Right arm comes up and over that head. Left hand is on your hip. Step that left foot back. Find that lunge. Keep the left heel lifted. When you step forward, go right into a squat. Keep a slight hinge. Recruit that back body. Left foot goes back. Keep going. Inhale down. Exhale to rise. If it gets too spicy in that shoulder, let that dumbbell go. Down and up. Give me 4 more. We hold that lunge position. 4. You got it. 3. Good. 2. Almost there. Finish this last one. Meet me in your lunge. Pause here. Hold it. Sweep this right arm down and then back up. Good. Sweep it down and back up. 4. Hold that arm up. In 3. Keep the left heel lifted. 2. We're going to hold it. Hold it here, stay. We pulse down and up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up nice and tall. Keep those legs nice and straight. Just bring that arm down by your side. Elbow next to the hip. Hinge forward, straighten that back leg, bend your right knee. You're gonna launch right out of here into a tricep extension. Inhale, come back down, bend that elbow. Launch forward, straighten out that back leg. Good. Inhale down, exhale, launch forward. Good. So you're just straightening and extending that left leg. 4. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rise. Good. Go ahead and shake it out. Take a breath, whatever you need. Maybe pause the video, grab some water, and then we set up for that other side. So standing at the top of the mat, that left arm comes up, right hand is on the hip. Here we go. Step that right foot back, right heel's lifted. Inhale down, exhale right into that squat. Step it back, and then right into that squat. Keep that arm up, strong shoulders here, using your breath. Keep that right heel lifted. 4 more. Down on the inhale. Exhale, you rise for both. Here we go. 3. Good. You got 2. Finish. This one you hold. Sweep that arm. Find that lunge. Sweep it down. Inhale, lift. Strong bellies. Keep that Pilates breath we practiced in the beginning. Exhale, condense. Lift. We pulse in 3, 2, hold it up, stay, pulse down and up, down and up. Keep the connection to the body. 4, 3, we have that hinge in 2, 1, hinge forward, bring the elbow down, tricep extension as you kick back. So you're just straightening and bending this back leg. Lean forward, bring it back. Keep going. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and stand up, shake it all the way out. My hips and glutes are already chatting with me, but we're gonna come find a wide leg squat. So just a little bit wider than your hips. We're gonna shift into our right leg. So this is my right leg. Dumbbell is going to stay in my left hand. Bend into that right knee, find that side lunge. So your left leg goes straight, shift your weight over that right ankle, overhead press as you reach back in the middle. So we're not actually moving the feet, you're just shifting your weight. Inhale, lunge, exhale, press. Keep going. Inhale down, exhale, press. Good, keep going. The goal here is to send your hips back. If you have a mirror or able to film yourself, this is a great shape to watch yourself, because a lot of the times we're not actually shifting our weight over the foot. Get it all the way over. So there's less weight on that left leg. Give me 3. You're gonna go right to the other side, and then we're on the floor the rest of the time. 2. Last one. Reach it to the top, switch hands, go into the left leg. Come on the inside, inhale, exhale, rise. Inhale, exhale, rise. Keep going. Shift your weight so there's less weight on that right foot. Good, we got 5. Send those hips back. 4, imagine somebody's pushing you straight from that hip crease. You're trying to sit away from the fingertips. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Let's make our way down. We're gonna sit down. Knees are gonna be bent. You're all the way down. Reach those arms out in front of you. Try to keep those knees together, so try not to let them open up. Sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna find our flat back spine. When you exhale, you're gonna round your spine, finding that C curve. Then inhale, sit up nice and tall. Good. Rock back, round the spine. Find that C curve. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Round it. Inhale. 3 more, we hold it on the way back. 3. Good. 2. This one, hold. Stay back. Hold it here. Take your left hand, put it out behind you at a diagonal. Right arm comes up. So there's one long diagonal line between the hands. We're going to lift and lower our feet. If 2 feet is too spicy, alternate the leg lift. But we're going for 5, 4. Hold those knees up in 3, 2. Hold, right hand behind your head. Bring this right elbow towards your left knee. Crunch it in. Inhale, lightly tap the floor. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lightly tap. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Go ahead and lay all the way down on towards the floor. Keep those knees bent. Put one dumbbell in your right hand. Left hand comes behind the head. Again, make sure you're in a neutral space. Hips are nice and neutral. On the exhale, we're going to crunch just head, neck, and shoulders. Your hand comes to your hip, and then inhale, you lay back. Not a big range of motion here. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. You should be able to really connect to that core and that pelvic floor here in this space. Exhale, pull up that pelvic floor, squeezing the core. Inhale, you lay back. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lay back. Good. We're going to hold it in 3. Good. 2. Last 1. Crunch, hold, stay here. Fly your arms towards this, or your right arm to the right. Bring it back to center. Fly to the right, back to center. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Take your arm up and over the head. Float those feet. On your exhale, do that same crunch, but send your left leg straight out. Bring it back to center. Good. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, bring it back. Good. We got 5, 4, 3, almost there, 2, and 1. Hold this position, turn your palm up towards the ceiling, bicep curl, and then open it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring it all the way in. We're going to roll over to our left side, so you're going to be on your left forearm. Your left knee is going to be down. You're going to send your right leg long. Make sure you're up and on top of that hip. There's a big triangle shape here. Make sure you're not sinking down low. Lift that side body up. Push down through that left elbow. Grab that dumbbell if you're using it. You're going to tap right elbow to right knee. Inhale, reach for length. When you crunch, try not to sink into the hips. Keep your body tall. Inhale, reach. That's how we get that oblique. Go for 5, 4, good, almost done. 3, 2, 1. Reach for length, hold it. Tap this big toe down towards the floor. Lift. Good, you got 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold this leg up. Draw a little circle, little tiny circle. Forward, and then reverse it. Go the opposite way. Squeeze those quads, point those toes for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. You can adjust if you need, but we're going to keep this dumbbell up. You can stay here in this supported shape, or we can go into our full forearm plank. We're going to lift and lower those hips. You're going to tap down for 5, lift on the inhale, exhale, tap 4. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way down. Roll to the front. You're going to come up to your knees. We're going to go for some upper body before we attack that other side. Grab those dumbbells, 1 in each hand if you're using. You're going to be kneeling. Hinge forward. Make sure you have a nice long line. Try not to tuck that tailbone under. Roll it open. You're going to go for a row straight into a tricep extension. Pull it back down. Extend the arms. Begin again. Row, drive the elbows up, extend, pull it in, and down. Row, extend, pull, and down. I don't know about you guys, but I am melting over here, and this room was already cold to begin with. Extend, pull it in, and down. Make sure your core is nice and tight here. Extend, pull it in, and down. 3 more. Out, in, down. Good. 2. Pull it in, and down. Last one. Pull it in, finish the row, and lift your chest up nice and tall. We're going to go for a flat back hinge. So lift those arms up to shoulder height. Squeeze the glutes, lean back as far as you can without letting the hips take the lead. Okay? Bring it back to center. Slowly lower. Lift on the inhale. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, bring it forward. And sweep. Good. Lift. Squeeze those glutes. Lean back. Bring it forward and down. 2. Lift, lower. Finish this last one. Keep those arms up when you finish this last one. Bring it to the front, pause. Turn your palms down, chest press. Bend your elbows, press it straight out and back in. Good. Straight out and down, straight from the chest. Squeeze your glutes, reach tall through the crown of the head. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold them out. Lower down, front raise. Palms to thighs. Lift them up. Take it down. Lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lower it down. Swing those legs around. We go for that other side. So feet in front of you. You're sitting on your tailbone. You all are doing great. Remember, you can always rest whenever you need and hop back in at any point. Arms straight out in front of you. Find that flat back first. Roll back around the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll back. Good. 3 more. We hold it. 3. Good. 2. Last one. Hold. Stay. Right hand behind. Left arm lifts up. Make that diagonal line. Lift and lower those feet. Lift and lower. Good job. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left elbow to right knee. Crunch. Light tap to the floor. Crunch. Light tap to the floor. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay all the way down. Dumbbell goes in that left hand, right hand behind your head. Knees are bent, feet are flat. Remember, it's not a big range of motion here. Exhale to lift head, neck, and shoulders. Activate the core, the pelvic floor. Inhale, lay back. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lay back. Exhale. Inhale. Good job. Move with your breath. Try not to swing that arm to get up. Move nice and controlled body. Exhale up. Inhale down in 3. We got that. Fly. Up and down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. 2 more. Up and down. Last one. Crunch it up. Hold. Fly your left arm to the side. Back to center. You really got to fight for it in the core to stabilize yourself so you don't roll over to that left side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Lift that arm up. Float those feet. Exhale, crunch. Extend your right foot. Bring it back to center. Exhale, extend that right foot. Bring it back to center. Good. We have 4, 3, get your bicep curl ready. 2, hold, stay here, palm up to the ceiling, bicep curl and resist. Bicep curl and resist. 4, you got it. Don't stop. 3, 2, I know it's spicy, and 1. Excellent job. Rock those knees side to side if you need a rest. And then we're gonna roll over to our right side. So you're in that right forearm, side plank. Forearm down. Press down into that left elbow, lift the side body up. Left arm gets that dumbbell. Remember, when we tap elbow to knee, try not to collapse here in this low belly and the hips. Keep everything open. So it's an inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Go for it when you're ready. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the extension. Tap the left big toe down and lift. Keep your body lifting up and out of that waist. Try not to sink low. Lift. 4, 3, 2, hold. Stay. Draw those circles forward. They don't need to be big ones, just little ones. Keep holding that dumbbell. Strong shoulder. Reverse it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower it down. Either stay here and lift up from here or find that full forearm plank. Here we go. Lift and tap lightly. Lift and tap lightly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Take it all the way down. We got a little bit of glutes, and you are out of here. We're going to come to tabletop position. So hands and knees. If you have the block, grab the block. It's going to go underneath your right knee. Put that dumbbell behind your left knee, and we're going to come down to our forearms for a little bit of extra spice. If you don't want it, come to your hands. Just make sure your arms are straight. Squeeze this left heel towards your glute so that dumbbell doesn't fall. You're going right into a donkey kick. Flex your foot. Here we go. Bring the knee down. Lift. We're finishing strong. Pull it in and lift. Down and up. We pulse it at the top in 5, 4. You got it. 3, 2. Hold it at the top. Stay here. Up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. Good. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross this left knee behind your right. Lift it back up to hip height. Squeeze the glute. Cross behind, lift. Remember, if you are on your hands, make sure they're straight, especially when you're crossing that body here. Cross and lift. Cross and lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go right into your fire hydrant. Bring this left knee off to the left side. Option for extra spice to open up the body towards the left. Really get into that outer glute. Here we go. Up and down. Keep squeezing that dumbbell. We have 4, 3. Squeeze your belly. 2, 1. Hold it at the top. You pulse. Up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. Finish in 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We don't switch or don't stop, just switch sides. Block underneath that left knee, all these variations, and then we stretch. You're almost there. You're in the home stretch. Down and lift. Go for that donkey kick. Up and down. If you are on your forearms, shift those shoulders over your elbows for full spice. So make sure you're not back here. Up and down. Squeeze your belly. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. We have 4. Hold it at the top in 3, 2, hold it at the top, pulse, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, you got it. 4, 3, 2, 1, cross behind, lift to hip height. I want that glute to squeeze, cross, lift, good. 4, 3, 2, lift and lower straight into your fire hydrant. Bring it off to the right side. Option to fall or come down to that left forearm. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 5, 4. We hold it at the top in 3, 2. Hold it at the top. Pulse down an inch, up an inch. You got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Get rid of that dumbbell. Push back into child's pose. Stretch those glutes out. Take a full breath in here. Big exhale. 1 more. Big exhale. Last one. And exhale. Good. Come up to your tabletop position. You're just going to go right into your pigeon. So right knee towards that right wrist. Left leg extends and then slowly lower down. Taking a full breath in here. Big exhale. 1 more. Good. Go ahead and lift head, neck, and shoulders. Just sweep that left leg to the front. Both legs are going to come straight out in front of you. Point your toes. And then on the exhale, fold. Good. Lift your chest up. Go to pigeon on the other side. So left knee towards that left wrist. Right leg extends out. Slowly lower all the way down. Good. Lift the chest up. And we're just going to turn open to the other side. So you can straddle your legs or whichever way is comfortable for you. We're going to lift up nice and tall. And then on the exhale, come straight down the middle. Stretch those inner thighs. Taking a full breath in and a big exhale. Good, go ahead and lift your chest up, bring those legs in, and you all are done. I hope you enjoyed today's practice. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. See you again soon. Bye.